Hey, journal. Today is day 4. This is part 2 of day 4. And so now it is officially nighttime. And right now, I think that we're just going to title just today itself, the healing, um, this day in my healing journey is going to be called like a test of faith all day long. Like just the days energy has been surrounded in faith. So there's that. Um, what do I want to talk about right now? Like, what do I want to get off my chest would be that where I am today, I know that I had a good morning. I feel like I had a good morning. I felt elated. I felt as though there was progress being made with my mental, progress being made back with creating stability in my faith, um, and trusting that. I, actually, overall, I actually had a really good day today. I didn't have very many thoughts that were all encompassing, um, but like all encompassing with like remnants of the thought that lasts for ever. It can go on and on depending on how long, I think about things and kind of take things. But anyways, overall, I would say that the day was great. Um, and I didn't have very many bad moments. Then I got a phone call from a friend of mine. Um, and I considered going and hanging out with this friend. And um, and I don't know, when I considered it, when I got the invitation, when I got the phone call, I was questioning whether or not that was something that I was going to do, whether it was something that I was going to do. It is a guy friend, and yeah, you know, if we hang out, like the energy already, I'm already aware of what the energy is going to be, like what type of energy, what kind of time he's going to be on. And it's not even necessarily like something like that, like I don't have an issue with that particular like thing like that. Actually, we haven't even engaged in that, which is partially why, I have to question like hanging out with them, because part of me feels like, oh, he's gonna want to go to a different level, because it's been a while. It has been a while. I feel like I can probably safely say that it's been a year. Well, very close to a year. Very close to a year. Um, but I most definitely think that, like we've hung out. We've definitely hung out a few times in the last year, but never, you know, did anything. And yeah, I feel like it'd probably be about time, you know? Um, and I don't know, like maybe that's like not that I owe him, but I would genuinely feel bad, like being like, no, I don't want anything. You know, I don't want to do anything. And I don't know, why would I feel bad? I guess because essentially, like, I know what your intentions are. I mean, it's not like, I mean, you know, like, it doesn't need words. It's just what's understood doesn't have to be explained. And so, yeah, like, I don't know. 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 You know, one thing that does suck, like, I enjoy the company. Um, and it's not even like I just enjoy the company, like, it's mentally stimulating and, you know, like, it's not necessarily even that type of company. It's just, it's cool. It's just cool. But it's just nothing, you know? There's just nothing there. And we, you know, so yeah, there's nothing there. And so it's just, anyways, I would feel like, you know, it's about time that he's gonna want something. And I haven't been in a mental space in the past year enough to give it. Um, a year ago when I did do it, though, I cried because I felt guilty because I was, not that I felt guilty, I just felt like it's just, I felt empty and it felt horrible trying to use that to fill my cup, fill me up, to replace the pain that I was feeling. It just made it worse. Honestly. So that didn't really go over well, and so I haven't been interested in that. And then here we are. I'm going through my healing. I'm only on day 4. And to be honest, he's been calling. He called 3 days ago. And my friend, he called 3 days ago. I didn't see it until yesterday. And then he called today. So, I mean, I guess he's been, hell, since the separation, he's been right there trying to come or hang out or whatever. But I don't know, like, I know he's gonna try. I don't even want to be in the position to have to say no thank you. You know? It's like setting yourself up for, you already know. I mean, not, I could tell him before I went there that I wasn't interested, but then we probably wouldn't hang out. Or maybe I don't know. Probably not. Or maybe so. I don't know. I genuinely don't know. And I don't really care. But I think the reason why I'm talking about it, or the reason why I'm bringing it up, um, one, again, to document it, to hear myself say it and to talk about it. And I don't know if there's something more somewhere that I missed, which is hard considering how I analyze everything. But sometimes I miss things. A lot of times I miss things. Let me not do that. I miss a lot of things outside of myself. So, well, not really. I'm not going to go there, but I need to hear it. Maybe I can see something that I'm not catching on to. Yeah. The other reason is because it is, I was having a decent day, and the only reason I considered going over there is because I genuinely, like, I'm tired of being alone. Like, not tired in a way where I'm gonna just go and bring anybody into my house or do something like that. Like, I'm not even tired enough to get on a dating site. So that's not what I mean by, I mean, that's not what I mean by alone. Like, I'm not that level of lonely. But I am somebody who does go through a lot of shit consistently. I think that even my energy is tired because I'm fighting spiritual battles that I don't even realize that I'm in. And till something comes forth and it's like, yep, shit's been heavy for me. Shit's been really, really heavy for me. And I'm so tired. Oh, I'm so tired of fighting battles alone. And this particular person has been around for, on my birthday, it will be 4 years. We've been doing this little dance battle for 4 years, where he comes and goes. And I don't have a problem with it because, again, that's where we are. There's nothing serious. So it's definitely a friends with benefits type of situation. Yeah, I guess so. I guess that is what that is. Essentially, I don't think I've ever. Oh, okay. Well, I was going to say I don't think I've ever been in a friends with benefits situation before, but that's not completely accurate. um, it would be something similar to how I said that I do miss things outside of myself. Um, the not acknowledging that it even has the importance of a title of a friends with benefits situation is more so where I am than I'm more there than I am. I've never, to say that I've never experienced what the actions of that title would be. I have, but it wasn't as restricted as all of that sounds. So, like, a friends with benefits thing sounds like, it almost sounds like even that's a responsibility. Like, you gotta, like, we're friends, but then we also have the benefits. And it's like, that sounds like some responsibility type of stuff. I was never in things serious like that. Like, it was always very much so, like, we're cool, but we don't really, like, talk. We don't do none of that unless we're finna hang out for, you know? And then if we hung out, oh yeah, I guess it was friends with benefits because I said that. Okay. So, but yeah, then, we either did have, you know, benefits or we didn't have benefits. Um, and it was never like a thing. It was just, but that stuff, like, I don't know. I don't know. I never realized, I never would have called it a friends with benefits thing. I'm just like, it just happens or it doesn't happen. Like, I don't even know. Um, and so, yeah, there's that. So he's kind of like that, except, uh, yeah, he's like that. That's basically what that is, and I like that because we didn't start off like a friends with benefits kind of thing. He definitely was like, I mean, I guess we did, but essentially, I thought his intentions were different than that. And at the time, like, I didn't even realize I wanted. I think he actually is a guy who kind of helped me realize that I was ready for a relationship, and I had been saying that I wasn't. Um, and he accused me of wanting more than a relationship. Or what did he do? What did he say? I think he told me he wasn't ready for a relationship. And I think I questioned, why is he saying that to me? Because I don't want a relationship right now. Like, I was genuinely in love with somebody else. Um, like I wasn't in love, but I was like wrapped up in someone else. Like, was wanting to fall in love, wanting them to come forward so we could fall in love or whatever. And so I was telling that guy that, I didn't want a relationship. I was trying to work on myself and do all of this stuff. And I mean, he was telling me he didn't want one too. Like, he wasn't ready, or, oh, I don't want that, da da da, but steady, just still being there. But, anyways, I had told him that I wasn't ready for a relationship because I wanted to be a better version of myself for him. And I don't know how I did that. And I was talking to other people and messing with other people and stuff. But hell, me and him never hung out. We never saw each other. We never did anything. So that, whatever. But I met this guy. And, well, I actually met him when me and the guy weren't talking. I was actually mad. I think I had just found out that I just found out that he had a girlfriend? I think so, on the cool. I think I just found out that he had a girlfriend after we had stopped talking or whatever. So I went out, my birthday, yep, and I met him and I met somebody else. But anyways, so he told me later that he had just got out of a relationship too, and that he didn't want anything. And I'm like, why are you telling me you don't want it? I don't either. Shit, I'm genuinely, if this nigga just said go, I would go. Hell, I'd probably do a Fred Flintstone twinkle toe towards his ass. Like, no. And so, anyways, but when he said it, I was like questioning, like, why is it that why is he saying that to me? And I was like, oh, you know what? My expectations are that of somebody who is in a relationship. So I may not physically think that I want the commitment of that relationship. I genuinely want the type of attention that a relationship requires. I mean, that requires a relationship. The type of accountability that requires a relationship. I wanted better than that. And so once I realized that what I was expecting from someone was pretty much not in the single life, I chose to start focusing on that. But he ghosted me. This dude ghosted me, and then came back months later and was like, I'm sorry, I was going through this, I went through this, da 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 da. And it's like, okay, cool, I can understand that. We went on, and then he did the same thing, came back like disappeared after however long, and then disappeared for all that time, and then he came back. And it was like every time he came back, like there was something going on in his life. Randomly, I would get a call in the middle of the night. Like at one point, I was only getting calls from him at the middle of the night if I talked to him at all. You know what I mean? So it's like, I don't really know. I didn't really pay attention to how. But there was one period where, however long it lasted, I was getting phone calls from him like in the middle of the night, like, "Hey, my car broke down right here by your house. Like, can you come give me a ride home? Hey, like, I'm up here at this place. Like, uh, I don't know. Can you do this or da 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 da?" Like, I don't know. Just I don't know. Conveniently, his car broke down near my house a couple times. Um, like I don't know, but it was always like in and out. Me and him had a conversation, and he essentially told me that he couldn't do a relationship thing because we're in two different places in our life. I'm 12 years older than him. So it was like, okay, that kind of sucks because you spent so much time in and out that you didn't actually spend time trying to get to know me. So, but that's cool. So we went on. We've done the whole "I'm done talking to you" thing. And then he'll just randomly call. At this point, it was kind of like, okay, like this is just what he does. And when he would come, like the chemistry was cool. Like we actually have really good chemistry. We just vibe. So it wasn't a thing. Then I stopped talking to the dude. Like, I mean, not then, but one of the times, because we again have said we were done, but I had stopped personally when I decided that I was gonna go after marriage. I decided that like I needed to start getting myself together for marriage, and I let him go, and I just let everyone go. I ended everything, everywhere, and I started focusing on, like I said earlier today, the creating an understanding of what it is that I wanted, what it is that I didn't want, what my desires were, my likes, my, just my intentions when it came to my relationships, and going over the things that I didn't like and what I had been through. And then I started, my healing journey in that way, and I'm still on a healing journey. Again, obviously, this is day 4. So I did all of that, and then I think after about like a year, and I say a year, but it may have been like, I genuinely don't know. Okay, I'll be honest. I don't know. But after some time, he came back. After some time, he came back, and I decided to just go ahead and, like hang out with him. It had been a while. I was like, there's no harm in this. This isn't really going to hurt anything because I understand the place that he's in, So I can't get wrapped up emotionally in that. It's just, it's cool when it's cool, And so I started that back up, and then I met this guy, and I told this guy, actually the night that I met this guy, I told him, like I already told y'all that the day we met, we talked about a lot of stuff. Excuse me. I told you we talked about a lot of stuff, and that I went to God and everything. So, but one of the things that I told him was that I had a person who was nothing serious at all, and that we had an agreement that I would communicate with him once I, became familiar with someone else. And, you know, I guess he made like a little joke or whatever. So we're going to go and become familiar, and then you're going to call him and tell him that and shit. I don't know why I said I guess he made I said I guess he made a little joke because now, you know, looking like after everything, um, I don't think that he said it as confidently as I took it. So he must have been joking. But um, I definitely, when he said it, I heard him say basically how I just said it. Like, okay, so you're going to let him know what's up, you know? And I was like, hell yeah. Had not even touched this man before. But yes. Okay. Like, hell yeah. And I did. And so we ended up, we ended up talking for a little while. Then we went into a separation a few times, like for some months. I don't even remember when this guy came back, I'll be honest. But then he came back in one of our separating times. I want to say right before his birthday. He came back and yeah, we hung out. I was a little vengeful at the time. I don't know. I said I was vengeful, so maybe I was spiteful. He always seems to come back at, like lately, he genuinely has just like popped up in moments of my needs. I feel like he's genuinely popped up for once a month for the past couple months. No lies. And every time his ass is getting more verbal about stuff. He's saying all kinds of things that I don't understand what is going on with him. I don't know. That man had called. I mean, he hasn't actually done anything though. He hasn't actually taken me anywhere. But the fact that he's calling and like, hey, like you want to step out tonight, like he asked me if I wanted to go to like an R&B thing with him that was going to be about 45 minutes away. Then he made like some little statement tonight about going, um, you know, out of town again or whatever. And I'm like, who is this guy? Because this is definitely not. No. Then he bought me food, like went and sat at some restaurant for an hour to get me food. And there was literally one of those same restaurants, like 3 minutes away from my house, but whatever. He sat there for like an hour. I damn near fell asleep on him. I had no choice but to go outside because not you sat at this restaurant for an hour. So I definitely went and sat outside with him, um, and ate my little fry. I think, and can we just be honest? I think all I asked for, I think originally was French fries, but I think he ended up forcing me to get like a taquito or something. But not forcing, but because I did not want that. But anyways, I ate it for breakfast the next day. But anyways, so he yeah, I sat outside with them, and that man like made me crawl in his lap and hold me, and then told me how much he appreciates me. Y'all, who is this person? That's what I was asking myself. Like, I'll be honest, he was right on time. for some shit I need to hear, or just for some shit I need to feel. Like I needed to feel comfortable. But he said some stuff that he's never said that those things. Like he has told me before that he sleeps really good with me. Like I make him. Well, I don't remember how he said it, but basically, it's easy for him to relax or get comfortable when we sleep together or whatever. So that I'm used to from him, but this man told me I want to crawl in your skin. Like I wish I could just be in your skin as he's holding me and won't let me move. Then he also said like, I don't remember. I just remember telling him thank you for like enjoying me, like liking me for me. You know, thank you for just hell liking me for me. So, yeah, there's a little bit of me that likes that kind of feedback that he's been giving recently. And yeah, I considered going over there tonight and and being completely like wrapped up. I don't know if y'all are familiar with Pisces men. I'm not gonna say I don't know about Pisces men, because I get along with Pisces men very, very, very well. But he's very touchy-feely, affectionate, like physically affectionate. So I do enjoy that. He likes to be all wrapped up. And also, like, if we can just put this out there, I was, when I met him, I probably 200 and damn near 50 pounds. Like 5'5", 250 pounds, right? You can't imagine it, so don't even try. Maybe you can. I don't know. Because when I say it, I'm like, I wasn't as big as I feel like I sound at 5'5", but regardless, I'm 5'5", and I was 250 pounds. He is every bit of 5'6", and is probably I don't know. I would ask him, but I think he's mad at me for declining him tonight because he told me I'd be on bullshit. But based on the story I just told y'all about how we met and became what we are now, I'm not playing with him. You know? That's not that I'm playing. I'm chilling. It is like what it is. You know? So, but not in a rude way because, again, I respect him. I don't have any disrespect for him in that way. I mean, I don't have any disrespect for him, like, at all. It's just we don't have that portion of a relationship like that. So, you know, that's either it's going to happen or it's not going to happen. But, yeah, so I guess another reason why I'm talking about it is because there's a part of me that feels guilty about it. When I'm gonna lay down, but my voice changes when I lay down, but my back hurts. So when I don't know, now I got distracted. What happens if I fall asleep on here? Does that mean I had a good talk? Does that mean that I like deflated? Lately, I have been rubbing my feet together. I don't even know where the hell that came from. I just did it one day and was like, oh my God, that feels good. And then now I notice when I'm doing it because it's new. So I don't know where that came from. But not only that, I noticed it because it feels good. I know people make jokes about rubbing their feet together, but it's like, did y'all tell anybody how comfortable it is? No, how soothing it is. It makes me want a foot massage. Ugh, I need a pedicure. But anyways, oh, if I stop rubbing my feet together, maybe I'll stop yawning, because that is addictive. Anyway, so I don't remember where I was. I just know I felt kind of guilty about it because, one, today I started off the day on faith, talking about faith and getting a few little signs, some confirmation, you know, about having faith, you know, and in the moments where I was considering going with him, I considered that in reality, like, this man is not here, and potentially called me and told me that he was sleeping with another woman. I haven't figured out exactly what that is, you know. I'm not gonna say that because I don't feel like going into explaining what I mean by all of that. So I should just take it back because that's not how it was intended to be said. I don't even know what I said. So I felt guilty because one, well, okay, let me take away guilty too. I felt indecisive, so I prayed. That's what I did. Okay. That's just, yeah, that's what I did. I also, I mean, I just prayed about it, but I didn't get like an immediate answer. Not an answer where it was like yes or no, which that's not usually how they go. Excuse me. I don't even know if I can post this because I've yawned a million freaking times. Like, Jesus. Okay, let me try to hurry up because I can't. So I felt guilty because of whatever I just said. What did I say? That, what am I talking about? Going with him. Okay, so I felt guilty about going, even, I felt guilty about considering going with him, I guess, but not really right now. At this point, I just can foresee that, you know, that's what's going to end up resonating with me. But for right now, I felt like I needed to pray about it. I needed to ask about it. And I didn't really get like an answer immediately, or I still haven't really got an answer, like a straightforward answer. I I just did the same thing. I looped and then came to the same spot where I lost my train of thought. Huh. Maybe I should say it a third time. Just kidding. I'm just kidding. I didn't get the answer in the way that I expected to get the answer. Like, in a way, I wanted to get the answer in a very straightforward way. And I did not. I didn't get that. I think what ended up happening was the message came through basically telling me, like, reminding me of who I was. um, and telling me that I was on a journey and that um, I needed to pretty much stay focused and stop doubting. Um, I think I was even, if I'm not mistaken, the message also included that there was some delay or there's some kind of blockage or something else. I can't think. But that's essentially what ended up happening. And it's like, I'm hearing this and I'm like, yeah, 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 yeah. Like, no, I get all of that. All of that, all of that. Should I go hang out with this man tonight? It's like, yeah, 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 yeah. No, I hear you. I hear you. I get it. Um, but what if I go with him? And so then I think something that I should process or acknowledge or whatever is like, why? Why did you want to go? Even if for a split second, why did I want to go with him? And it's because I wanted to be wrapped up in somebody's arms. And I don't get to choose that somebody at this moment. So I'll go with somebody who I know is going to take care of me. Like, not take care of me, like, if I don't even feel like if I needed something, he's like, oh, okay, yeah, 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 I got it. Like, let's go make that happen. Um, do I feel like maybe in his later years in life, could he be? Probably. I mean, oh, most definitely. I feel like he might even be a really good husband to somebody because he has a decent head on his shoulders. But anyways, I forgot what we were talking about because why is my nose stopped up? I said we. What were we talking about? I meant me. My bad. But yeah, I know we were talking about my. Okay. I don't know. I don't know where I was in this. I was talking about being feeling guilty because I would want to be wrapped in his arms. Is that what I said? Is that where I was? Or did I say that? That's something that I would feel guilty about is because, like, I don't know, but something else I would feel guilty about or why I would feel guilty or what it was I was searching for or whatever it is, like, um, it would, it, it would be because I don't really know if I would be cheating the purpose that I feel like I'm on. And then it's like, if you feel like you're on it, then what the fuck are you doing? Can I say that? But he's the only one that knows what the hell is he's doing, what's going on. Yeah. Okay, well, I'm gonna have to end this here because I'm about to go to sleep. I can't even finish my thought because I'm pretty sure I just fell asleep while I was recording this. So, is this a safe space?